Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Hemlock Ridge. Glad you could join me today. I'm excited, actually a little bit nervous too, because I'm going to be spending the overnight in one of the coldest days of the year. It's going down to 7 degrees tonight. There's wind gusts 50 miles an hour, and the wind chill is going to be well below zero, -10. So we're going to see how the cabin holds up to that. But right now I'm freezing, so let's hop into the Max 6x6 here, start to make our way back to the cabin, and we'll get settled in. Thanks for joining us. All right, made it back here to the cabin. One of the questions I get asked once in a while is it warm inside of the Max 6x6? And actually it is pretty warm, because I have some canvas that goes over the back of the engine. So the engine heat comes in here and warms up the canopy, so it's not completely freezing, and keeps the wind off it, so it's not too bad. As you can see right now, I've got just over 221 hours on this. This is a 2003 Max 6x6. Runs great. Low hours, and a lot of fun to drive. It really will go through anything, and you can drive it right here with the two sticks. So it's got independent independent transmission rather, on both sides, so you can work each track independently of the other, which is pretty nice. And on a day like today, you could almost use this, because the snow starts to blow. You get a whiteout, next thing you know, you're not sure where you are. Here, luckily, I know the bearing's pretty good. Let's go ahead and show you around camp a little bit while we're here before we start to settle in for the night. So one of the good things about it being about 12 degrees out right now, you don't have to worry about refrigeration. So what I do is I bring a cooler, I leave it here. It's just a cheap cooler, and it's really not meant to insulate too well. It's actually meant just to keep the critters out of my food, and the food could sit out here on the porch and I don't have to worry about it. Man, it is actually turning out to be a beautiful day. The wind is starting to die down a little bit. The sun is starting to poke through. But actually that's what's going to make it so cold tonight, because if the clouds clear out, you're going to have radiant cooling, and it's going to get frigid tonight. I mean, absolutely frigid. So really nice to look at, some of the bright light right now, but chilly. So here's one of the downfalls of actually being off-grid here in the middle of the winter and getting up in the middle of the night. There's no bathroom inside the cabin. So I've got a little bit of a walk here, not too bad, probably about 400 or 500 feet over to the outhouse, which has a composting toilet in it. What's it like to use an outhouse in the middle of the winter when it's going to be 7 degrees outside? Well, luckily I have brought some creature comforts here, and I will show you what I'm doing to make it a little bit more comfortable. So I've got a little buddy heater going in here, and it is really, really comfortable. My thermometer went dead, so I can't tell you what the temperature is, but it feels really warm in here. And what's nice is I actually put insulation in the ceiling to help some of the heat from escaping so fast. Just covered it up with some of this faux paneling board. And then we don't have the walls insulated, but it is thick, rough cut Amish wood. So it isn't too bad if you got to get up in the middle of the night. You put this on, and you're okay if you have to take off your coat and do what you need to do. So definitely pretty nice accommodations here for being so far back in the woods. So it is not bad at all. I've also got solar in the outhouse right here, which is nice. So the solar keeps the battery charged for the light. It runs the fan on the composting toilet, which I only turn on when I'm here. I don't need it running 24/7 because I'm not here that often. And it does a good job. I've got a panel outside, and you can see right now it's charged up, full charge. So we'll have plenty of power for light and for running the composting toilet. Hey guys, so nightfall is falling here at the cabin. I've got the generator on, got a little power, watching a little TV. I know I'm cheating, I'm off grid here, but heating up some dinner here, and man, the stove is just working out great. It is keeping it really warm in here, almost 70 degrees, and temperature outside is right around 17, 16. So I'm going to try and get the temperature up as much as I can before it continues to drop tonight. So on the docket, some sloppy joes, really good stuff. And just having a great night. It's still windy outside, really, really cold, but man, it is so cozy in here. Oh man, I'll tell you, that hit the spot. I don't know what it is, the cold air, being outside, but you really work up an appetite out here. But really hit the spot. I've got a nice full belly, nice and warm in here, really cold and windy outside. Couldn't ask for anything better. So one of the things that I've done out here is, since I don't have running water, this has worked out really well. Just bring these 2.5 gallon jugs. They have a little spigot on it. Really easy to carry, put it in the car, walk it back here if you need to. And, you know, you bring 1 or 2 of these and they'll actually last you for the entire weekend, which is really nice. So it's great. Don't have to worry about anything freezing, winterizing afterwards, and use it for whatever you need to do. If it's washing hands, cleaning dishes, works out really, really well. And get these in Walmart. I think they're like $7 each. Wow, it is dark out here. I'm gonna make one last trip over to the outhouse and then shut it down for tonight. It is pretty cold. See how warm it is. I've had the heat in there. and I'm gonna settle in for the night. It's snowing lightly out here tonight, so should be a good restful night. Holy smokes, it's like a sauna in here. Oh man, feels awesome. Well, that little heater works really good. Man, it is absolutely cooking in here. Feels great though. So it's starting to get a little bit late. It hasn't cooled down as much as I thought it would. It's actually about 16 degrees out, and I think that's because it's snowing. We haven't had the radiant cooling. The cloud cover is keeping some of the heat in. So it may not get down to the single digits like originally thought. I'm gonna go ahead and set up the bed. So this has been great. This is actually a Viking log furniture futon, and it's super comfortable. It's actually got a coil spring mattress, and when this thing is opened up, it actually feels just like you're sleeping on a regular bed. It is one of the most comfortable sleeps I've ever had on a futon. So would definitely recommend this. Again, Viking log furniture. Well, guys, slept pretty good last night. Only got up one time to put a little wood in the stove. Went down to about 11 degrees, so it did get a little chilly. Never went below 65 in the cabin though, so it was really nice and stayed warm all night. So awoke this morning. Windstorm is gone, a little bit breezy, but an absolutely beautiful day here on Hemlock Ridge. So I'm gonna go ahead, enjoy some of the great outdoors here. Thanks for always just watching, and thanks for enjoying in this beautiful nature with me as well too. And as always, we'll see you back here next time on Hemlock Ridge.